Spoken and Phonetics for Changes and Adult Learners.
Page 190. IELTS Speaking Test Questions Part 1. Hello everyone, this is Ritika Sririta Sinha. I have a new friend today.
Hello, my name is Lamia Tasneem.
Okay, let's talk about art today. So, Miss Lamia, do you like drawing?
I have a plethora of hobbies and one of them is art or drawing. So yes, I love to draw.
Do you like to go to art galleries?
As an art enthusiast, I often go to art galleries and I quite enjoy my time.
Do you want to learn more about art?
Of course, there's no end to learning. And since it's my hobby, I would always love to know about arts.
Okay. Did you learn to draw when you were a child?
I learned to draw when I was a small baby. I used to spend a lot of time with my grandfather, and yes, that's when I learned to draw.
Nice, that's good.
Now, Ritika, let's talk about cinema.
Yeah, sure.
How often do you go to the cinema?
I rarely go to the cinema, maybe once or twice in a year.
Did you go to the cinema often when you were a child?
That's a good question. Once in a blue moon. At the time, my parents were super busy, so we preferred watching movies at home.
Do you prefer watching movies at home or the cinema?
Well, I would choose the cinema, although I prefer both. But sometimes we need to take a break from uses of device.
Do you still enjoy watching the same type of movies you loved as a child?
Yes, Harry Potter was my favorite movie. I still watch it once a month. So, Miss Lamia, let's talk about daily routines. Do you get up at the same time every day?
Well, I'm a person of regulations and I prefer getting up at the same time every day, which is early in the morning.
Are there any things you do every day?
Of course, the daily routine that I have includes repetition of a few activities every day.
What is your favorite time of the day?
Well, I'm a morning person. And I believe early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. And so, morning is the favorite time of the day for me.
That's very nice. Would you like to change anything about your daily routine?
Well, at the moment, no, not exactly. I feel that my routine is perfectly fine. However, I'm always open to new things and changes if it is required.
Okay.
Okay, Ritika, thank you. Let's talk about dreams then. How often do you dream?
Well, I've never thought about that, but if I were to estimate, I would say not very often.
Do you share your dream with others?
Yeah, if I dreamed about something cool or interesting, then I find it very amusing to share with others.
Well, are you interested in other people's dreams?
No, not exactly, but if they are really interesting, then I get curious.
Very nice. Do you think dreams have special meanings?
Well, many people believe that dreams come true and thus carry special meanings. I think so too. Well, let's move on to the next one. Let's talk about hometown. So, Miss Lamia, where is your hometown?
Oh, I'm a resident of Dhaka. Dhaka is the capital city of Bangladesh, and I've been here since my birth.
Do you know a lot about the history of your hometown?
Yes, actually, as a resident of Dhaka from my birth, I know quite a lot about the history of my hometown. Not only is it rich in culture, it is also rich in a lot of historical events.
That's very nice. What is your hometown famous for?
Well, there are a lot of things which make my hometown very, very famous. Among them, the food, the cuisine, the wonderful Dhakaya language, and the way they dress and celebrate events are famous all over the country.
I guess Dhaka is so famous right now. Will you live in your hometown in the future?
Well, since all my relatives have been here and my ancestors have been here for a long time, I believe that I will be here in the future as well. Okay, so let's talk about losing and finding things. Have you ever lost anything?
I have lost many things of mine, which I still haven't found yet.
Have you ever found something somebody else lost?
No, I never found anything which someone else lost. It's a rare situation, you know.
What would you do if you lost something?
If I lost something, I would try to finding it for about 2 to 3 hours, or surprisingly for a whole day.
That's very interesting.
Uh-huh.
What type of things do people often lose?
People usually lose small things like coins, rings, safety pins, etc. So let's talk about mirrors. Miss Lamia, how often do you look at yourself in the mirror?
Oh, I love the mirror. It's my best friend. And often than not, I find myself looking into it.
Okay, I guess you're pretty enough.
Thank you so much.
Have you ever bought clothes without looking in a mirror?
Well, not that I remember, because there's always a mirror in the shops, and since I want to buy clothes that fit me perfectly, I always look into the mirror before buying them.
Uh-huh. Do you usually take a mirror with you when you go out?
Well, depends on the place I'm going. If I'm going to the hospital, I don't think I'd be needing a mirror. In those cases, I don't take them. Other places, like a meeting or a presentation, or maybe to the office or school, I always take a mirror with me.
Does your home have a lot of mirrors in it?
Well, I live with my husband and he is not fond of mirrors. As such, there are not many mirrors in my house.
That's quite good.
Well, Ritika, let's talk about mobile phones. How often do you use your mobile phone?
Oh, I often use my mobile phone almost every day, I guess. But it's also doing damage to my eyes. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What do you use your mobile phone for?
I use my mobile phone for study purpose or if I need to search some information about something.
Okay. Does your phone have a lot of apps on it?
I try to keep at least 10 apps the most. They so better keeping it less.
When will you buy your next mobile phone?
I will buy it, but when my parents want me to, because these days they are so expensive. So, let's talk about street markets now. Do you like going to street markets?
Street markets are a part and parcel of Bangladeshi life. And as an exclusive Dhakaya resident, I love going to street markets.
What sort of things do you buy at street markets?
Well, The street markets have a variety of products, and whenever I need something, I go there. So the product purchase ranges from small jewelry items to dresses and shoes and whatnot.
Okay. Would you like to go to a street market in another country?
Yes, as I love street markets in general, I'd love to go to street markets of other countries as well. In fact, I have been to the street market of Bangkok and Malaysia.
Wow, that's very marvelous. Are street markets popular in your country?
Absolutely. Street markets are prevalent all over the country that I reside in, which is Bangladesh. And you can find more street markets than regular markets. Now, Ritika, let's talk about sports. Do you like watching sports programs on TV?
No, I'm not really a fan of watching sports programs on TV, but I do love watching FIFA.
Oh, I love it too. Do you like to watch live sports matches?
Again, it's a no. I prefer watching it on TV than watching live matches.
And did you play any sports when you were a child?
Yes, I am a professional skater. I've been skating since 7.
That's amazing. What kind of sports are most popular in your country?
Now it is. Cricket is the most popular sport in my country. Almost everyone, irrespective of age and gender, loves to watch and play cricket as well. So, let's move on to the next one. It's about study. Do you study better in the morning or the afternoon?
I'm a morning person. As such, my brain stays hyperactive during the morning and I prefer studying in the morning.
Who helps you the most with your study?
Well, I'm an adult now and studying in my postgraduate degree. As such, I seldom find help from people. But if I were to specify, my instructor helps me a lot.
Do you prefer studying by yourself or with others?
I'm a social person and I feel studying with others help in many ways. As such, I prefer studying with others.
That's nice. When will you finish your study?
I'm already done with the basics. I just have my postgraduate degree left and hopefully I'd be done within this year. So, Ritika, what do you know about taking photos? Do you like taking photos?
Oh yes, I do love taking photos of others, also myself. It gives me immense joy.
Do you like taking selfies?
I'm a selfie addict. I always take selfies in any moment or in any situation.
Ooh, you seem like a selfie queen, is it?
I know, right?
How often do you take photos?
I usually take photos when I'm with my friends or families, or if I'm looking exceptionally pretty that day.
You always do.
Thank you.
Do you want to improve your photography skills?
Oh yes, I do want to improve it. Learning photography skills may be quite a hard work, but it's worth it in later situations. So, let's move on to the next one. It's about time management. So, is it easy for you to manage your time?
Well, I believe time management is a basic skill that everyone needs to acquire. I've been trying to manage time since an early childhood. However, I'm not quite skilled in it yet.
How do you usually organize your time?
Well, I keep a note on the calendar of things I want to do today, along with the regular activities, and that is how I manage the time.
What do you find hardest about making plans?
The hardest thing about making plans, I feel, is the initiation. Along with a hectic study and work schedule, it's very difficult to make time for plans.
Do you use any kind of technology to help you manage your time?
Oh yes, my phone is my best friend nowadays since I manage all my tasks by making notes. Along with that, I also use Google Calendar to mark certain days and make plans.
So, let's move on. It's about websites. What kinds of websites do you like to visit?
Well, this is the age of internet and websites are a go-to thing for every single task. And I mostly visit educational websites along with media ones.
What is your favorite website?
Out of all the types of websites, my favorite one is an educational website called tesolbd.org. There are so many interactive lessons there, I just can't keep away.
I guess that's very useful for the kids in this generation.
Yeah, you should visit too, you'll love it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Would you like to try any new websites in the future?
Of course, with the progress of AI, I've heard about a lot of upcoming websites related to content development. I would love to visit them once.
What kinds of websites are popular in your country?
In my country and around the world, the e-commerce websites are the most popular nowadays. Along with that, educational websites like tesolbd.org, British Council, etc. are very famous.
Work. It's about work. So, do you work better in the morning or afternoon?
Thank you for the question, Ritika. Well, I'm a morning person and an early bird. As such, I function better in the morning rather than the afternoon. Afternoons are usually busy and tiresome.
Oh, you are an early bird. Who helps you the most with your job?
Since I'm an educationist, I'm helped by my superiors in my job. And they do it very well because I never have problem adjusting.
I guess they're very friendly with you.
Yes, of course.
Do you prefer working by yourself or with others?
Well, being a social butterfly, I love mingling with people and socializing. As such, I prefer working with others a lot more than working by myself.
Would you like to do a different job in the future?
Negative. I don't think I would switch my job because I'm quite content here. Moreover, a promotion is upcoming in my job.
Oh my god, everybody loves being